history dates back to the time of the 19th century. Elegant dresses, people of high standards. Our protagonist was such a beautiful 18 years old lady that everyone you saw her wanted to marry her. Strict parents would let themselves be carried away by what they will say, and they made the only beautiful friend of Emily, our protagonist. One afternoon, when Emily was watching the sunset from the balcony, she saw in the distance a tall young man, hair arrayed backwards, well dressed and of good looks. She was surprised to see such a gentleman that she thought she had fallen deeply in love. But she didn't count on the granted that her parents had already arranged an affair with another man.
At that moment the maid entered his room. "Miss Emily," he is calling by his parents. "Come on, Rose. You do not tell me Miss Emily, just Emily. It's fine. I thank you," in a low moment. When the door hit high to the balcony, the young man was no longer here. Emily was going downstairs, and at the end, she meets a young gentleman. He looked shy, dressing well. Emily found in a little way that she was at home. "Honey," the mother claims, "this is your future husband." Emily is special because she did not imagine that as soon as young as her parents would already be arranging a wedding in which no one had her consent, and that not even just now.
What are you talking about, mother? I am only 18 years old. I don't know this one man at all. It's for your sake. You are already a young lady who should be thinking about starting a family. Emily runs away from the house after hearing all that fuss and happens to call it with the young man she had seen from the balcony. Oops, what makes so beautiful, young lady late at night and unaccompanied? Sorry, I didn't see it. I am not going anywhere. I just wanted to take a walk. Well, how you allow me to invite you a hot drink to make you a little happy?
Emily accepted the invitation and they walked together to the place. She felt so embarrassed to have bumped into the young man. She had fallen in love with just by seeing him that she didn't say a word. "I'm Marco. It's a pleasure to meet you, miss," said the young man. "Emily," he complained, "and only Emily. It's fine." "A pleasure, Emily. Tell me, why were you alone crying?" "Well," after the conversation of what happened while walking, they arrived at their destination and stood outside the place.
"Emily, your parents don't have the right to tell you who to marry or not. That's something to plan with, and it should be with someone you love too much. That you feel you'd hear is reciprocated. I will not lie to you when I saw you. I felt these emotions and I cannot bear it. I know it shouldn't and we judge me, but I feel in my heart that you are love of my life. So tell me, mention Marco, would you marry me?" Emily couldn't believe it. She had only seen him from her balcony, and for a few moments she was able to talk to him, but her love for Marco was so much that she accepted and both decided to run away. Home, take it all the things you can. Tell your parents that you accept the wedding, and tomorrow night we will see you in the largest tree in the forest. Do not delay because I can longer stand the idea of being with you for the rest of my life, Marcon explains to Emily.
And so it was. The plan was carried out, and when the night came, Emily decided to put on her mother's wedding dress. He exits round the back door of the house and heads into the woods. He gets to see the biggest tree and sits waiting for the love of his life.
The minutes passed, the hours passed, and Marco still did not arrive. He heard a noise, and this heart quickened at the thought of it was him. Unfortunately, it was not. I was a werewolf that pounced on Emily, getting her to bite her neck and die instantly.
The young man never arrived, and Emily's body lay bleeding. Since the 80s say the people see a beautiful young woman walking through the streets in the early morning in a bloody wedding dress. They say he is looking for the love of his life.